Amber's hustle is 24/7.
I haven't met anybody who hustles more than Amber.
She's a hard worker, she has great work ethic.
Since day one I met her, she's always like super focused.
And being with Amber, knowing that she's the top female competitor in the world, it's really cool to see what a champion actually goes through.
The one thing I want somebody that watches my video to feel or do is to really feel empowered by themselves and to feel like they are capable and see the opportunities that they may have not seen before. My name is Amber Torrealba and I'm a professional skimboarder and filmmaker. Every time I see the waves coming off of like a cool street, I'm like, holy crap, it's a dream for sure. Skimboarding for me actually evolved from like messing around, and when YouTube came out and I found out that in California they were out there riding waves, it just was really intrigued to go and try all that. Back in Florida after college, I was working retail. I was working, the 50 hours a week job, and I kind of got fed up with doing the whole routine, and I finally just realized that I could be anywhere really paying rent. I just packed everything up in my small car and decided to drive by myself across the country, and it really worked out for me. I've been skimboarding probably for about 10 years now. I would define my style as pretty aggressive, but also very unique. I was able to win the Vic World Championships twice in the 3 years that I've been here. I learned a lot from my failures, and I think it was really important to do so because with those highs and those lows, I really got a chance to understand where I wanted to go and where I was at. I've been able to reach my goals in skimboarding, so that way I can start to focus on what's more important in skimboarding, and that's inspiring the next generation. I think it's super important for me to have girlfriends in the skim community because it's helped me push past what you think you're capable of.
We always meet up at the beach, all up and down this coast, and then we do travel a lot together, and that, I think, makes your bond a lot stronger, and you learn to like trust each other more.
Amber knows what she's gonna get done, and that's always been so inspiring for me. Like, nobody's just giving her things, It's like she had to make her own thing, and I think that's just so inspiring for the whole community in general.
We have a lot of young girls that are getting into the sport, so when they are on social media and they see Amber's clips and edits, I think that it inspires them that they know that they can do this.
Skimboarding is very male dominated, so having more girls in the sport really equals that out, and it allows us to really work together to change the way that women are seen in our sport. It's really cool to see more and more women being involved in not only skimboarding, but all action sports. I think nutrition and training is super important, not only for skimboarding, but just being an athlete in general. I have to constantly keep myself training, whether it be on the board or off the board. When you're in that last minute of the heat, you gotta have that endurance and that stamina to be able to push your body to its limits.
She has great work ethic. Whenever she has an exercise she's struggling with in the gym, she's always trying to work on it. She just tries to be the best professional skimboarder possible. You could tell what the work that she does in the gym.
I've noticed that my training has really helped me, whether it be cross training in skateboarding or surfing, or in the gym actually training and running. The first action sport I actually got into was skateboarding when I was really young, probably even about 8 years old. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was really obsessed with it. And that eventually evolved into getting into the water and picking up a surfboard, and then I learned that skimboarding was kind of a mix between the two. I think being a skateboarder gave me a really unique way to look at waves, because when I first started seeing waves, I looked at them as ramps. I'm always skateboarding in the off-season of skimboarding, or whenever I don't get a chance to be out there on the skimboard as much, and it really just helps me keep on a board all year round and just stay in shape. Some of my hustles right now are basically always editing at the same time as trying to get footage, and at the same time as directing and all that stuff. Every day is important, and I always look at it as an opportunity. It's important to take every hour as, should I be resting? Should I be practicing? Should I be editing? And it's a really crazy balance that I've had to learn.
Like, I get a kind of a first row seat, and it's really cool. I've learned that the hustle has to be constant, and the grind has to be constant, and the want has to be constant. She got the world title in 2016, and she got it again in 2018. Like, she's still hungry, and she's still wanting more, and it takes that kind of hunger to keep going and to become that champion.
I think my biggest personal accomplishment is being able to not work a 9-to-5 job and live off of my passion. I'm a lot happier now, and I think that was my biggest goal, is to really be pursuing something on a daily basis that I love. Basically had to put myself out of my element, and that was the best thing for me to really evolve. You really have to make your own path, especially in action sports versus traditional sports. It's hard at first, and you're gonna face every barrier that you come across, and the way that you push past it is every way that you're gonna be able to progress from there.